Hello, little dreamers. Welcome back to Realms of Possibility. Tonight, I have a real story from the Bible, one filled with strength, secrets, and second chances. It comes from the book of Judges, chapters 13 to 16, and it's all about a very special boy named Samson. A long time ago, in the land of Israel, God's people were in trouble. They kept disobeying him, and now they were being ruled by mean people called the Philistines. But God had a plan. One day, an angel appeared to a woman who had no children. The angel said, "You will have a baby. He must never drink wine or eat unclean food, and you must never cut his hair. He will be set apart for God from birth. He will begin to rescue Israel from the Philistines." The woman told her husband, Manoah, and they were amazed. When the angel came again, Manoah asked, "What should we teach the boy?" The angel repeated the instructions, and then, whoosh, he went up in flames with their offering, and they knew he was sent by God. Later, the woman gave birth to a baby boy and named him Samson. He was strong, healthy, and chosen by God from the very beginning. When Samson grew up, God gave him special strength. Not just strong like a big kid, super strong. He could do things no one else could. One day, while walking to a town called Timnah, Samson met a young Philistine woman and told his parents, "I want to marry her." They didn't understand why he wanted to marry someone from the enemy's people. But God was using this moment to begin his plan. On the way to Timnah, a roaring lion jumped at Samson. But God's Spirit came on him with power, and Samson tore the lion apart with his bare hands. He didn't tell anyone what he had done. Later, he passed by and found bees had made honey in the lion's body. He ate some and gave some to his parents, but didn't tell them where it came from. At the wedding feast, Samson told a riddle to 30 Philistine men. Out of the eater came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet. He promised them 30 outfits if they could solve it in 7 days. But they couldn't guess it. So they went to his wife and said, "Get the answer from Samson, or else." She begged and cried until Samson told her. Then she told the men. When they answered, Samson knew she had betrayed him. Angry, he went out and got 30 outfits by fighting other Philistines. Later, when he returned to visit his wife, he found she had been given to another man. Samson was so upset, he caught 300 foxes, tied their tails together with torches, and set their fields on fire. The Philistines were furious. They burned the woman and her father, which made Samson even more angry. He fought them again and hid in a cave. The Philistines came looking for him, so the Israelites tied him up and brought him to the enemy. But when the Philistines cheered, God's Spirit filled Samson again. He broke the ropes, picked up a donkey's jawbone, and defeated 1,000 Philistines with it. He cried out, "I'm so thirsty," and God opened a spring of water, and Samson was refreshed. He led Israel for 20 years. Later, Samson fell in love again, this time with a woman named Delilah. The Philistine leaders offered her money to find out the secret of his strength. So she asked, "Samson, how can you be tied up?" He played tricks. "Use 7 new bowstrings." It didn't work. "Use new ropes." Still didn't work. "Weave my hair into a loom." Still strong. But Delilah didn't give up. She nagged and cried every day until Samson was tired and finally told her, "If you cut my hair, I'll be as weak as any man." While he slept, she cut off his hair. Then the Philistines grabbed him, took out his eyes, and made him work in prison. In prison, Samson's hair started to grow again. One day, the Philistines had a big party in their temple. They brought out Samson to laugh at him. They placed him between two pillars. Samson prayed, "Lord, give me strength one more time." Then he pushed with all his might, and the whole temple came crashing down. Samson defeated more enemies that day than in his whole life. Though he died with them, he fulfilled God's purpose to begin rescuing Israel. Moral and closing thought. Even though Samson made mistakes, he turned back to God, and God gave him strength and mercy. God can use anyone, even when we mess up, to do great things when we trust Him. Be brave like Samson. Make wise choices, and always talk to God when you need help. If you enjoyed this powerful bedtime story, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Realms of Possibility so you don't miss more stories like this one. Sleep well, little one. God has big plans for you too. Good night.